Welcome back, my friends, in new lecture in this course, Controlling Workplace Hazards. We're still with work at height control measure. Today we are with the next point in our strategy, minimizing distance and the consequences of the fall. We agreed that if it's not possible to provide a safe work platform with safeguard or two-board or any alternative means of safe access, and the worker may fall from the height, then it will be necessary to provide some form of fall arrest. And the fall arrest comes in two main forms: the collective protection systems such as safety nets and airbags, and also personal protective systems such as fall arrest harness. So let's get a closer look of each form. The collective protection systems should be used because this will protect all workers who are working at height, not only who are working close to an open edge on a roof or any kind, also whether this worker is using PPE or not. For example, the safety nets which might be suspended underneath the open edge while the worker is doing his job on a roof place. It's also very important that all safety nets must be properly installed and secured by a competent person as much as possible below the roof. And of course, this is in order to minimize the distance fallen. The second form of the fall arrest is the personal fall arrest equipment, and it usually consists of a full body harness connected to one or two lanyards, and the lanyards is connected to an anchor point during the use. Also good to know that personal fall arrest equipment should be only used by a trained worker. Also, harness, lanyards, and anchor points should be routinely inspected to ensure they are in a safe working order. The next point in this strategy is the head protection systems. Actually, construction and industrial sites almost have a risk of falling or moving objects, so they should be a mandatory hard hat areas. And this hard hat protects the worker from a severe head injury as a result of impact from a small object or being struck by a moving object. Next point in this step is training and instructions. All workers should be trained in order to work at height safely, and as a minimum, workers should be aware of hazards posed, such as the possible presence of fragile roofing materials or unprotected edges. Also, there are some trainings may be required by the law for the use of some equipment. For example, the workers who are erecting or modifying scaffolds, they all should be competent, and those who are driving or using mobile elevating work platform, they should have attended a recognized operator training course. Here we have covered the third strategy of the risk prevention of work at height, and I wish that each point is clearly discussed. Please also find the revision questions attached with this lecture. You can go through it to make sure that you understood everything successfully. Thanks for watching and see you in the next lecture.